Well, hello and how are you folks? Hey, this here is Shenandoah Briscoe coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Yes, sir, the first state capital of Missouri. Sure was way back there in 1821 through 1826. That's when they decided to move her on up to Jefferson City. Alright, there you go. That was just a tidbit of information I thought you might like to know. Alright, me and my roommate there, I went to church today, and well, she started getting a little warm, and she said she was starting to sweat, and I said, not me, I'm too highfalutin to sweat. I'm just perspirating myself. Yeah, right, me, too highfalutin for anything. Anyway, after we got to the store over there, I decided that I was going to sit outside. I went inside, for a few minutes, and the air conditioner in there was, a bit cold. So I come back out, and it was like I got whacked in the face by a railroad tie of heat. So I decided, now, I'll sit outside here in the shade and wait. And so I did. And, after I was sitting in the shade there for a while, I started singing, and I couldn't figure out what song. I knew what the song was, but I could only get one line out of it. And, well, I decided I was going to go ahead and sing it on here today. But the thing is, a little bit of research I'd done on it made me decide to sing another song first. And then I'll tell you why. Alrighty? Well, alrighty then. We'll start off with the first song first, and then I'll do the song that I was stuck on at the store. Okay? Well, alright. That being said, here we go. While the storm clouds gathered far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to the land that is free. Let us be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. There we go. I'm not going to go through the my home, sweet home, my home, sweet home. Because, well, I don't like that one. I like to go down, so I always just go down. So there you go. And the reason I sang that song first was, well, just because, let me show you. Oh, let me tell you the background story from the song I really wanted to sing. The deal is, that one was written, God Bless America, was written by Irving Berlin back in 1918 and was released by Kate Smith in 1938. Sorry, not 1933. 1938. And so, Woody Guthrie, he got tired. He didn't think that song actually represented the United States of America well enough, and so therefore he wrote a rebuttal song, if you will, to it. And he got tired of hearing Kate Smith every time he turned on the radio, so he wrote a rebuttal song in 1940 and released that one in 1944, and that song was the one that was stuck in my head all day. So that being said, I'm gonna let her rip. Give me just a second here to get rid of that. Okay, here we go. I want to make sure I'm still rolling. Yeah, I'm still rolling, because I do that occasionally and just shut things down, and that's just not fun. I gotta restart all over again. Seems like deja vu all over again to me, but not to you, 'cause I only released the one that came out right. Well, I mean, not completely right, 'cause none of them do. I stammer and stutter here and there. But anyway, here we go. This here's the song that was stuck in my head. And it was only one verse out of the song, but anyway, it was only one verse out of the song that was stuck. And I'll tell you about that when I get done with it. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me the endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was calling. This land was made for you and me. When a calm sun shining, and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling, as the fog was lifting, a voice came chanting, this land was made for you and me. I said this land was made for you and me. There we go. Give me a second here, 'cause I am about to start to choke, and I'm going to get me some water real quick. Alright? It's not crying, it's just needing a drink. Owie! Whew. Thanks for that brief intermission. Y'all didn't have to wait through it, but I did. The throat just got a little scratchy at the end of that one, and well, when she does, you gotta fix her. Drinking a little sip of the water there, it kinda helps, but I didn't want to be doing that throat clearing and right into the microphone in your ear again like I done yesterday. I thought that was kinda rude, so I thought I'd try to curb it. You know how that goes. In hindsight, you think of things that you should have done in foresight. But that reminds me of another song, and I'm not really going to sing it, because if I do, it's not copyrighted, and well, somebody will snatch it up and they'll be making $1 billion on it, and I'll say, yeah, you heard it here first, but of course that don't mean nothing, because somebody else, now that's a good country song, but I'm not going to do it. Wouldn't be present at this juncture. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, talking all about all my stories and everything. I told you about that. Anyway, one of these days I am going to recall a bunch of my stories, because, well, if I don't do it, this could get mighty boring, just me talking to you and not saying a whole bunch, but hey, how you doing, Chris? How's the Corbett family doing? How you doing, John? And well, I got a list of folks that are my friends on Facebook. I got Craig and Denise and Lisa and Erica, and well, you know, I have to say hi to everybody, and if I started, I better not stop. Hold on, let me give it a shot here, see if I can do it. I do not understand Facebook's managed page. You can't find out who your friends are on their managed page. Every time you click on it, it goes to who knows what. Give me a second, let me see if I can't recall my friends and see who all they are, so I can mention them all by name. That might be a pleasant thing for them to hear their name on the old YouTube. Alrighty, hold on, give me just a second. Oh, well, here's a couple of them. Can't find a list from my friends, really, so have a invite friends to like the page, but I don't have a list of my friends that are already on my hello and how are you page. So basically what I can do is just kind of peruse a few. I haven't really asked permission to name names, so I'm only going to do some that I know won't kill me for doing it. Alice Hall Kramer. Yes, sir. That's Aunt Alice to so many of us around here. Vanessa Antarctica. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but she's a very beautiful girl. So I'm sure she wouldn't mind me telling her. My cousin Stephanie. No, that's not my cousin Stephanie. Girl I grew up from school. What school from? Stephanie M. Verheyen. She would probably wouldn't kill me for saying her name. Anyway, that being said, I got a whole bunch of other people on there that I always like to say, hi to and that, because, well, let's see, there's, put this back up here out of the way. Yeah, there's, Greg Hunsaker and, Bronny and Tony. They're always on here, and I really appreciate the fact that every time I throw out a video, they're right there back on it. And then Ginger Gaunt, she is, I see her occasionally over here. And then Anna and Yer Sentez Meneling. Yeah, and Yer. Sorry about butchering your name, but hey, what can I say? It's Spanish and I'm not. So, and then Connie Shepherd, that's a good one. And then, let's see, I forgot my dad, but I named him earlier. And, anyway, that's a few of the friends that I've got here on the Facebook on my hello and how are you page. So, I just wanted to make mention of them at this point in time, because I do appreciate the support. So, there you go. There you have it. Speaking of support, you know what I'd really like to get support from? I'd really like to get support from the Hampton Inn. Because, there ain't no finer establishment to stay in than the Hampton Inn. Well, as far as I'm concerned. Then again, I don't get out a whole lot. Haven't been to a whole lot of hotels, but I tell you what, if it were up to me, I wouldn't go to any other than the Hampton Inn. Because I went to one out there in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina to be exact, and I went to the Northeast Hampton Inn, and boy, I tell you, those people bent over backwards to help me out. So, that being said, if you got a place to lay your weary head, look at the Hampton Inn. Might just be the right place for you. Alright, well, alrighty then. And then again, where was I the other day that was really, well, down here at Phillips 66. It's a Petro Mart down now. It used to be Kicks 66, which was cool because, you get your kicks on Route 66. But anyway, it's a Phillips hit and run. No, not a hit and run, is it? Petromart. That's what it is, and they're always so helpful with me down there. And then there's the One Stop Beer Bottle and Bait Shop, and they're always helpful to me there too. So all of these people that I'm reaching out to, and by the way, I did pick up Chris and his family yesterday, so I'm glad to have y'all on board. That's a good thing. But I like to give everybody a shout out just to say, hey, I appreciate your support, and that being said, it's about my time. Well, now I got another 30 seconds to go here, so we're just going to ramble on for another 30, if you don't mind, because, well, that's what you tune in for, I guess. I'm going to start telling my stories again, so come back tomorrow. I might just have one for you because they've got to be retold, because if they haven't been retold, this is going to get pretty boring. Yep, there we go. Hey, that's my time. This here's Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? You know, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed and come on back tomorrow because, well, I'll be here and I hope that you are too. Alrighty then, we're gone.